All right. Hello, Hi-fri fam. Um, hey guys, I am terribly sorry I have not been releasing videos in the last week or so. Um, I do apologize. I have been a little busy with things. If you notice, I have a bunch of stuff here on the table. So, basically, I had this idea. How do okay, so I'm always on AliExpress and Alibaba and all these websites. And all I do on there is search for IM parts. Just all kinds of stuff. I mean, you name it, I'm there. Okay, if it relates to IMs or earphones, I'm always like looking up stuff. So anyway, so long story short, I found these 3D printed shells. Now I did not make these. This is someone else's design, but I modified it, so that's the only reason why I'm using it. It's because I modified it. I would not sell anything if I didn't have some creation in it. But anyway, so I've got these shells, and these are 3D printed. I print them on my printer. Okay. I print a whole actually I got a whole batch of them. Here, I'll show you real quick. Alright, so here's my printer. Sorry, I got crap all over the place. But here's my printer. It's just a simple Creality LR002 slash or LD002 slash R. Anyway, this is my 3D printer, and here are the shells. There's a bunch of them on the printer surface. And so anyway, so long story short, so I found these shells. Let's see if I can realign this again. Alright, so I found these shells. Actually, here, one second. Alright, sorry about that fiasco. Anyway, so I found these shells online. I mean, online, and I printed them out, and I'm modifying them. You can kind of see I'm cutting off the nozzles here and boring them out. And then, so I found these nozzles here. These are really nice. So what kind of inspired me was I don't have it here with me, but the MIM Dark Magician. So I found that online. Here, give me one second. Alright, sorry. No more distractions. So I found these online, and these are part of an assembly. So there's a speaker that comes attached to them. But I was like, wow, those are really nice. It's like, it's got a nice, decent quality mesh on the front. I don't know if you can see that. And they have the port on the nozzle itself, which is really cool. I like that. Not sure what difference it makes to sound quality, but I really enjoy IMs that have some sort of venting. It's a metal shell, so you get the full quality of the treble area. So anyway, so I got these, and I bought a whole bunch of them, so I got a whole crap ton of them there. And so I was like, well, let me figure out something to do, maybe I can print something out. Well, anyway, so I tried this combination, and I was like, hey, that actually kind of resembles an IM, that would be, oh, that'd be kind of cool. So anyway, so long story short, so I have, I don't want to break them out right now, but I have a ton of speakers, okay? I have a absolute slew of them, all different makes and manufacturers. These are the ones that are in the Dark Magician, and these are actually really cheap. These are not expensive. But anyway, so I got all kinds of speakers laying around. I got them everywhere. I got freaking titanium. I mean, you name it. This is isobaric design that I'm working on right now. Anyway, so long story short, I have a lot of speakers. So I came across these, and I'm not gonna share the listing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not, just because I have a lot invested in this. If you can find these, and you want to buy them, go ahead. But I found these at a really good price, and I really liked them. I really liked the quality out of them. Are they perfect? No. Are they really good? Yes. These are really, really good. Are they easy to tune? Not really. I mean, it depends. It really just depends on what kind of shell you have them in. Is this combination here the best? No. But through lots of trial and error, I have found a way to make them sound pretty damn good using this nozzle. So anyway, so long story short, so I found these, got a good price on these. Found the nozzles. These are not too expensive. They do cost a little bit, and it is a bit of a waste because you have stuff that you can't use. So I found the shells, modified the shells, and then I found, so this is the last of the components. I'm just showing you guys through everything that's here. So I have these faceplates here. Okay, this is 1 millimeter thick by 40 millimeters across and 100 millimeters tall. These are for knife handles, but they also work great for IM faceplates. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Now the seller that sold these, this was the only listing. These are really hard to get in 1 millimeter slices, but the seller had them in 1 millimeter. Now I found another seller that has 2 more variations of this, and I just bought them today. But anyway, so I found these. So I was like, okay, so we got nozzles, we got shells, we got faceplates, we got drivers. All right, so now we need some tuning supplies. All right. So whenever I take apart an IM, I always save the tuning supplies. So this is from various pulled IMs. So I got my foam pads here. I got some dampeners. All right, that's cool. What else do we need? So we need some of these. These are for dynamic drivers. I got a bunch of these. All right. So you see where I'm getting at? All right. So anyway, so long story short, and I promise this is gonna pay off in the end here. But I collected all this stuff, and through a lot of trial and error and experimentation and whatnot, I decided to make my own IM to sell. Now the price is good enough that I can make them and justify all the labor of acquiring the parts, buying the parts, modifying, like I have to modify these, I have to modify the shells, I have to tune the drivers. The tuning takes a lot of time. Each pair has to be channel matched, which takes time. A lot of sanding work, so I got to sand the face plates, all that stuff. Apply lacquer. Now this is skin safe, but this is not what I like to be using. But unfortunately, this is the only stuff I have right now. I just ordered the legit stuff using the money that I gained from all of this mess. So anyway, this is just basically lacquer, but it is four, what is it, four three I'm sorry, 365 nanometer. Okay, this is a special type of lacquer that is harder to find. It's not 415. This is much closer. It's not the same quality. It's not as good, but it does a nice job, and it's similar to the lacquer that Egger makes. Okay, it's very low toxic. There's no fumes. It's very good stuff. It's skin safe. I've been using it forever, and there is no irritation, no nothing at all. So very, very good stuff. It's meant for nails, so it's supposed to be on the body. So anyway, it's not bad at all. But anyway, so all that being said, I'm going to take something fresh out of the oven here. I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on and how all this comes together. Alright, so these are not perfect. This is just a sample. There's some, you can see there's like some waviness and stuff. But they are getting there. So this is the Hi-fri Aphex. All right, this is the name. So the naming scheme. So for anybody that's not, or for anybody that's curious, um, every IM that I create is going to go in alphabetical order. So it's going to go A, B, C, D, E, F. So these being A, one of my favorite artists or musicians that I have a lot of respect for, and I've been listening to for a long period of time. He goes by Aphex Twin. His name is Richard D. James. He's a EDM artist out of Glasgow, I think, in the UK, something. Anyway, but he very well respected. He's the grandfather of electronic music, and I have a tattoo of him or his logo on my leg. And so anyway, so I his music was very influential on me for a long period of time, and really got me into the electronic scene. So anyway, um, so these are named after that. So these are the Hi-fri Aphex. Now I am making these in limited batches. Um, they are $75 domestic in the US and $85 international. Now, I'm not going to put any links up or anything like that. These are very small batches. Um, if you are interested, you can message me on Facebook, but the way things are going already, chances are I'm probably not going to have very many units available, or it's going to take me quite a while. This really is a labor of love. Um, it's something that I'm using to help fund my endeavors. The money that I'm getting from these, I'm not really spending any of it on myself. Almost all of it is going back into investing in stuff like this, the shells, the shells, the speakers, the faceplates, the tuning materials, the lacquer, that kind of stuff um, is what I'm reinvesting in because I have a vision and I would like to progress with it. Um, but in order for me to do that, I need some capital. And in order for me to gain that capital, instead of just begging for money or offering some sort of investment opportunity, I would like to offer a product or something that it isn't too challenging for me to produce and to use my gifts to earn money. So essentially, these are a labor of love meant to fund my future endeavors, but also to give back to people who invest in me. Okay, so anyway, so that is my logic behind it. I really wish these would show up better on the camera. These don't really show off too well, but these are some stunning faceplates. These are not the best ones I've seen. The pieces just depend on where you cut them. So yeah, the pattern starts wherever, like so. So I mean, it just depends on where you get it, but there's some really cool colors in there. Come on. But yeah, so anyway, so these are the faceplates, and when it's all tied together, this is essentially what they look like. Okay, so it's a single DD, handmade. Um, every pair will be channel matched. I don't have very many units. The first batch is almost sold out. There are a few left available, but I already have a bunch of people waiting in line, and I'm just going through contacting each party. Um, because these are a first, they're not getting any accessories, so there's no cable, no ear tips, nothing like that. It's literally just the IAMs themselves. Um, they're pretty lightweight. They're not very heavy at all, really. Um, I don't know. They are really chunky. I see that probably being a small problem. But I mean, they're just going to stick out of the ears quite a bit. Otherwise, the fit shouldn't be too bad. There is a smaller size version of the shell, but the problem that I'm facing is fitting this nozzle onto a shell and having it appear like a normal IM. You know, it needs to have the dimensions of a normal IM. I'm not trying to do a bullet style or anything like that. I want it to actually appear to be a real, you know, resin IM. So, and eventually I would like to get like screen printing done and stuff. But anyway, so that money is tying back into doing all this. So anyway, guys, I just want to share that with you. That is why I've been quiet for a few days. I've been really busy with that, and I've also had various side projects. I had an IM repair. I'm still not. Oh, come on, focus. I'm still not finished with this yet. I gotta fix it up. But I got a pair of UEs that I was repairing one side. Whoa, shoot. What else do I have? Oh, yeah, I got the customs that I'm working on right now. So these I made. I made these by hand. They're still not finished. It's been a long time, but it's really hard to get some of this stuff done without the right equipment. So I'm just trying to take it slow. Plus, I'm waiting on higher quality materials. So, for example, the lacquer, I want to coat these since these are actually going inside the ear canal. I want to make sure I have the highest quality lacquer because I don't want it chipping or anything like that inside the ear. These need to be of the absolute highest quality in order to go inside someone's eardrum or ear. So, but anyway, and yeah, so I got modifications and all other stuff to do. But I will be back with videos soon. This week I'll have a few. I promise. I'll get some more out, and they will be in more rapid succession. I also have a project that I'm in the beginning of stages of. So I want to do a 6+2. So I want to do 6 BA. It's 4 mid, 2 high, and 2 dynamic drivers set up in isobaric. And this is going to be a challenge for me. I might consult with somebody to help me design a shell for these, because that will streamline the assembly process and make things much easier. But I am in the initial stage of R&D with this set. And yeah, so anyway, so look forward to that. These drivers I'm able to get at a really good price. They are a lot of work because they're not used. They're still brand new drivers, but they are pre-pulled. They come out of another IM. It is a brand new IM, but for whatever reason, maybe they were rejects or something. But I'm able to get the drivers for really cheap. And the only downside is because they're pulled drivers, I have to test each and every driver and validate it before using it to assemble an IM with it. So all the dynamic drivers need to be matched, all the BA need to be matched, which you get a higher defect rate, and it takes a lot more time to deal with stuff like this. But the price justifies the purchase, because I should be able to make a rather affordable set of 6+2. So that is my goal. Still quite a way out on that. But this is another offering that I want to do. So bear with me on that. I'll post more DIY videos and stuff shortly, and kind of show you guys what I'm up to. But yeah. Other than that, and then lastly, I have a few 1+3s I've been making. I made a few with different dynamic drivers. They all sound pretty good. Each one has a little quirks. Like this one has a little more bass on one side than the other. It needs some adjustments to get the bass down a little bit in the one ear. But otherwise, the tuning sounds really good. I have a finished pair somewhere. Oh yeah, here they are. Alright, so these are finished. I need to re-sand them because I messed up the faceplates. But anyway, these are finished. The other side looks much better. So these are a 1+3. The dynamic driver is PET. It's just a normal PET driver, but they sound pretty good. It's got this like blue and black sparkly kind of quality to it. And balanced armatures are right there. But anyway, yeah, so this is another one that I made. And it just needs a few touch-ups before I send it out. But yeah, so anyway, guys, that's your quick Hi-fri update. I do very much appreciate all of your support. I appreciate everybody who has purchased an IM, and I'm very grateful to you guys for this opportunity, because I would really like to make something of it. I know times are starting to get a little crazy, and I'm hoping that the world doesn't go down the toilet. Um, I hope we still have a little bit of time. But anyway, um, I just I want to make uh, something better for myself, and I don't know, just leave more of a legacy, affect more people. I guess maybe bring some joy to them. For any of you guys who have been around since the very beginning, this channel hasn't existed very long. It's mostly been on my Facebook page. I started this hobby 2 years ago, and I dove in head first, and it's just been like a roller coaster ever since. More or less. I mean, it's has its calm moments and stuff, but yeah. I mean, I've just been nonstop trying to figure out the most DIY approach to making a finished product, sourcing the components, assembling the best construction methods, resin, how to 3D print it, how to coat it, make it look shiny and beautiful and all that. Yeah, so it's a lot of effort, a lot of R&D. That's why I take apart IAMs, is because I learn from other people's designs, and I can take that and incorporate it into my own designs. But yeah, for all you guys who've been here since the beginning, you've seen the journey, and I do appreciate you sticking around. Um, yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.